A director has a vision for the score, they have a vision for the art direction, they have a vision for what they want it to look like. I am not a guitar player, I'm not a piano player, I'm not even a singer, but I guess I'm like a creative director of the music. I know I have a vision for the piano, I have a vision for the guitar, I have a vision for the vocals, and it's like that's why I do it, because I'm like basically just, you know, I'm like a songwriter, I'm a song maker. We're in Warwick, New York. It's only an hour and a half from New York City. It's like just far removed enough that it's like this and, you know, very rural and very quiet. I would say that stuff all the time and say it feels like the Midwest. Some of my friends would say like, dude, you're always saying that, but it's not like that. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you guys didn't feel the pushback as much as I did, because like, you know, you weren't like painting your nails and like bleaching your hair and whatever. When I was like 16 or 17, I wanted to drop everything and just do music full time, and my parents were definitely really skeptical, but then my dad read Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell and was like, all right, well, like, he understood that I was putting in the time. I had like 4 different SoundCloud accounts, one where I would primarily make hip hop music, another one where I make electronic music, and another one where I would sing and play guitar. I'd finish a song, upload it to my SoundCloud. The first time just a fan on SoundCloud like commented, this like means so much to me and it's like helped me so much and like it really has helped me through a tough time, was like, that was like, I didn't care what anyone else thought. When just like the first time someone was like, this song means so much to me, and although I'm not proficient at necessarily any of these things, someone feels the same way about this song that I do, then yeah, it was really dope. I definitely felt like it was going somewhere, but it wasn't until I dropped out of college a couple years later. I had like music videos out and songs out on like all platforms. I had very few listens, and then all of a sudden one day I like put out my EP, and then people started listening to my music, and then I played a show at Mercury Lounge and like we sold it out, and that was the first time I was like, it's actually happening, I guess, like the happening moment. Welcome to my apartment in Brooklyn. I just used to make music in the basement in my parents' house, and I loved it, and I kind of just wanted to recreate a more dialed in space of that. This is kind of just my dream studio. Like, I made Orca, I recorded everything in here. I've always felt that there's a lot of value and validity in writing from your head, like diving really deep into every single word and every little piece about it. And I think that had sort of skewed me from like writing things that are just like dear to my heart. You know, now in this latest record, I'm just like kind of like speaking from my heart more, and I want to create a very immersive experience with each album. And I think a lot of musicians are very obsessed with like having a sound, like their sound. And I guess I'm more obsessed with a record having its own sound. There's like different mindsets of like production. One is like the Phil Spector like wall of sound. This album is more like raw and singer-songwriter, and there's only just like what it needs really. This track is so simple. 19 tracks. I like making music like that. For this record, I wanted one lead vocal, and then as the tracks progress, I wanted to get these angelic voices, so I had my friends sing gang vocals and my sister sing all the harmonies. A lot of the things I'm writing about, my sister was there for, my friends were there for, so having them like have their voices on it, it's like we all kind of took part in this experience. Sounds like pretty angelic. This is the first song where I like understood what the theme of what this album, Orca, was gonna be. Like maybe halfway through writing the song, I also started thinking about what the music video was gonna look like and what the narrative was gonna look like. As soon as I started writing it, I started writing like the music video for it, just a storyboard, and now that I'm looking back on it, it's really close. Like, we see my sister, Megan, skips down street. We get the feet, and then it slowly pans up past her body to her head, right? She's down the street, and then we get a frontal. There's me in the mirror. This is a little different. Sorry about my head. Do you remember them? People will like look at that thought process and think, well, they're not like putting the music first, or like they're thinking about the image. And I'm like, if you have an image at all, you should be putting 100% into it. Why would you put anything out into the world as an artist talking about how much you put 100% into the music? You're not gonna put 100% into every artistic endeavor that you choose to dive into. First day. It is like using the internet as a mood board, because all these things live on the internet, and it's like, I want this artwork to go with this music, I want it to look this way, I want people to associate this music with this visual and this look with this music. They all work hand in hand. Like, at the end of the day, we're all just fans, like famous pop stars. They're just, at the end of the day, they're just fans of music too. But like, I'm just a huge fan, and I just want to like create the things that I've always been excited by, and in hopes that other people will be excited by them as well, you know? I try.